Alright, apparently I'm about to be interviewed. Um, I apologize if things get out of hand. I'm not in control of this. Yeah, I'm not in control of what he's gonna say here. I'm not in control of where the topics of conversation go, but what I am in control of is my answers, and hopefully things are enlightening. Hopefully he asks all the right questions, you know? Alright, I'm gonna join the Mumble interview now. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Alright, earlier someone was saying that my eyes looked pale when I wear this shirt, but I feel like they look extra blue. I don't buy it. I feel like they look bluer when I wear this shirt. And I like that. I like that a lot. It's like my only feature. The only thing I got going for me. Gotta accentuate it. Alright. MGE Broking. That sounds like something for another time. Alright, here we go, boys. Hello.
Hello, Benny.
It's me!
Hey, how's it going? My name is Cribbage. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Do you remember me from the past season of ESEA?
Are you trying to talk like Sync right now?
No, you don't remember. You don't remember Cribbage Johnson, your old buddy Cribbage Johnson from Team Complex.
Team Complex. Complexity. Carnage
No,
Johnson.
Team Complex. No, Cribbage Johnson.
Last
You're
season?
remembering it. You're remembering it different. Yeah, I
Can you
remember like.
give me your
six, seven,
roster rundown. That might jog my memory.
Oh, well, the roster changed so much. All I remember is, you know, you were playing in those days. I mean, Team EG, that was a thing. EMG, sorry, not EMG. I play a lot of Quake, and I forget some of the player, you know. Listen, I don't know. I wasn't really. I didn't really have a plan for when you join up.
Oh.
I just. So you're a streamer now. You play. You do TF2 streaming, right?
Yeah, just like you.
Yeah, of course. Well, I play right now. I'm on the Get Whale channel. He's letting me use. He's letting me use his channel right now tonight. I'm trying to get back into TF2. I played Quake for so long, you know, and
Right.
I feel like if you can play Quake, you can play any FPS, you know.
Maybe, for sure. It definitely transfers to TF2 decently.
So, so listen. Who are the best team now in TF2? I'm trying to get back into competitive, and I'm wondering who are some of the good teams.
Well, you ask at the right time because we've got the top 4 teams already decided for this season of ESEA. We've got Froyotech, which is my team. We've got Madmen, and we've got Street Hoops, and we've got Elevate. That's the top 4 at the moment.
So, I mean, which of those team is the best?
Well, that has yet to be decided, I guess. It's all decided on LAN. Currently, number 1 seed is Froyotech.
That's interesting. Now, Danny, 1 second, her music playing in my ear. 1 second here. Sorry, I don't understand all this Twitch stuff. So, Benny, what are you a dog person or are you a cat person?
I'm a cat person for sure. I have a cat.
Ooh, you have a cat. Why don't what's the problem with dogs?
Dogs are a lot more work, you know. They make bigger messes, and they're loud, and they have very slimy, wet tongues, unlike cats.
Mhm.
You know.
You know, that's true, but dogs can give you a kiss. They come right up, they lick your face, they kiss your mouth, and it could be a fun sort of, you know.
Right. It's not enough for me to like dogs more than cats, though.
I want to ask someone in chat. Dashner says, ask about I-55 cribbage. So I ask about I-55. What's that?
What is it?
Yeah.
I-55? Well, it's the 55th iteration of the Insomnia lands held in England, and in the past, like the last 3 years, there's been an international TF2 tournament, but I-55, it's kind of yet to be seen whether it will repeat that tradition. A lot of people are wondering whether my team will go. Things aren't really decided, I guess, but not looking too hot, to be honest. We won last time, and
why are they not looking too hot? What is the what's the problem there?
Well, there's a few simple reasons. One, it takes a lot of effort to organize something like that, so it's not just gonna happen, you know. And unless someone really steps up, it just won't happen. Two, it's expensive, obviously, and a lot of people don't want to spend the money to go. Three, some people on my team somewhat believe that we have really nothing to prove, you know. Wouldn't it be better for the European teams to come to America and come play at one of our lands, you know? These are
what if
various
you know,
reasons.
what if I throw you a hypothetical for a second? What if all of the cost was paid and there was the ticket were all paid and everything was paid? Would it be a different situation then? Or?
Well, me personally, I would go, like, you know, no matter what. I love competing. It's just a matter of getting everyone on the team on the same page. I'd have to really ask them again, but based on what I've heard, like half the team is down, half the team isn't. So if it was all paid, I mean, again, for some people that's not really the reason. For some people it is, some people it isn't. I'd go. I mean, I'd even be willing to play for a North American like pug team, you know?
A different team, yeah. I was gonna say, what's more important to you, your team, or going to Europe again?
Well, I mean, I feel like that choice doesn't necessarily have to be made. My team is obviously very important to me, but if my team's not going, then I would still want to go. It's not like I'd be betraying them by going.
So you would consider getting together with different people, not necessarily your team,
sure.
to go to I-55 to compete, and then when you come back, you still would have your current team, per se.
Of course, yeah. But like I said, it's a matter of organization. Like who's gonna step forward and say we're going to I-55 with a North American like all-star team or pug team or whoever can afford to go, sort of thing. You know?
Yeah, well, what kind of timeline are we looking at? Like, have you started to talk to people about this at all?
See, that's the thing. I'm not really organizing anything. I'm kind of waiting and seeing, I guess. Maybe that's not the right like mentality, but that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I think everyone knows that I'd go.
Well, I mean, Benny, you can't wait for the world to come to you.
That is very true. I'm just it could be another thing that I add to my list. I'm working on a lot of projects these days, and could be another one.
A lot of projects. What are you working on? You have a Twitch, you have a TF2. Is there something else you could tell us about, maybe, for the Cribbage stream?
I mean, I won't be making any big announcements here in this interview, but you know, some things that I'm working on include like just building my stream community a little bit more by getting my own servers and stuff like that. That's an important part of it. I recently announced a new LAN that I'm organizing. That was one of my big announcements. I've got a few other things in the works, you know.
Where's what the detail of the LAN? Is it be on the West Coast, I imagine?
Yeah, it is. It's a SoCal LAN. Pretty coincidental how things all just kind of worked out and things came together. But yeah, it's a SoCal LAN, and it's being held at a new tournament center, the Tournament Center, and it's hopefully gonna have a good turnout. 6v6 tournament. Prizes are obviously pretty small at first, but once we get pretty good community support for it, I think there's plenty of potential for growth. Maybe even to the point where the best teams in the world would travel to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're thinking maybe some people from Europe and stuff like that to come down?
Sure.
Or?
Sure. Yeah. Eventually, I mean, that's not really something that I need to happen. You know, I'd be happy with just having a North American presence of like GXL was. You know, you had the top 4 teams there. It was another event that wasn't an ESEA LAN. You know, and I think the more events you have, the healthier the competitive scene. Really, it gives people something to look forward to, something to practice for. You know, and currently in North American TF2 at the top level, that is extremely lacking. You know, and I think that a lot of the teams these days have a losing mentality, honestly. You know, they don't expect to win ESEA LAN or whatever, and so they just give up. But if there were more events, I think they'd care a little bit more. So I'm hoping that it eventually grows into something that would encourage that, you know?
Didn't used to be that way. We always used to try hard back in the day, remember?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Season 5.
I still try hard every day of my life, but
yeah,
you know,
well, you know.
not
some
everyone.
Some people don't. I saw one of the what are these sounds in the background? Somebody wanted to know, is it going to be on Umba.tv? I don't know what that even is.
Right, Umba.tv. So the Umba Incorporated, they're working on building like a social media website with basically tournaments and streaming built into it. I don't know where this event will be streamed. I want to have it streamed, of course. I think streaming is another important aspect of the event. At the very least, I'd stream it on my own channel. You know, they do want to build their own, you know, streaming service, but they're reasonable people. They're not crazy. They realize that Twitch is kind of the established platform that works for people and people are familiar with, you know, and they're not going to try and like take anyone away from that, you know.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, what make people give up on TF2, you think? I give an example, you know, you win with EMG and some of the guy on that roster. Some of them don't even play TF2, but a person like Giggly Guy try again to play, but not able to, you know, not able to do well, and you still here doing well all this season later? Like, why do you think people give up so quick on playing TF2?
I mean, it can be discouraging to lose, you know. You gotta learn how to channel that into success, though. You gotta learn how to take your failures as a stepping stone to future success, I guess. And you gotta just learn from your mistakes, and if you want it bad enough, I think you can make some progress. Me personally, I try really hard, like I said. I have gained experience, and every season I give the same amount of effort, you know. We do run into like roadblocks and, you know, things come up, but I still give it 100% effort, you know. And Giggly was a LAN champion, you know, use him as an example. And then after that season, he kind of never had the same success. I feel like he I don't know, he's not like a team leader, you know. I think that's one of the things that I think has helped my success, is that I kind of have taken a leadership role in my teams, so I can kind of recreate the same thing, you know, in the future. But for someone who's just kind of like a player along for the ride, you know, obviously Giggly contributes a lot and he's a smart player, but if he's not like becoming the leader, you know, he's like the most experienced player, or he was on a lot of his teams, but he wasn't the one that was like becoming the leader and bringing his experience to the table, you know. And it's kind of a missed opportunity, I guess.
Yeah, you guys had like Tyrone, a good leader then, and are
Tyrone
you more of a leader now than you?
Yeah, I'm definitely the leader. Tyrone was the leader of the team. I mean, I started playing with Tyrone in season 5. We played all the way through season 12. I'd say around season 11/12, I started becoming more involved in team leadership. Like, I was, I don't know, just our team was shifting, kind of our play style, and life was happening for Tyrone, and just things started changing. But eventually, season 13, Tyrone and I were no longer playing on the same team, and I did completely take over my own team and was the leader from day one. And I'd say I've been the leader of my teams ever since season 13.
You know, I wish I could go back to season 5 and win again with Complex, you know, but some of those guys are just gone. I punched someone today. I have my knuckle. So listen, some people want to know, you know, how long do you think it'll be before there'll be an up-and-coming team or a team that can challenge your team? You know, do you think it'll be a while before you're gonna lose ESCA?
We could lose anytime, honestly.
But that's a humble answer. That's the answer that, you know, it's a nice answer, and it's not. So you don't want to insult any other team, but I mean, everybody know you're gonna win lands, right? Still take effort. It still take effort, but everyone know you're gonna win the land this season. I mean, everyone, even the players on the team know that.
I think confidence is good. I like to, you know, not underestimate any opponent. A lot of people on my team, you know, have decided that they think it's, you know, in the bag. So our practice has certainly decreased. But in my opinion, that makes us vulnerable, and I think other teams should take advantage of that. But it's strange that the opposite has happened, that we practice less so the other teams practice less, when they should be taking advantage of that to practice more and beat us, you know what I mean? That's what I would want to happen. Because if they beat us, then that means we practice more, and I love playing TF2 at a high level and practicing and playing with the team as much as possible. So if we're forced to practice more, I would love that, but right now it hasn't happened yet because the rest of the team's not convinced that it's necessary, you know what I mean?
That's a really good point. You speak very well. What?
Thanks.
I don't have a whole lot else to ask. It would be good if you did. You should do shoutouts, but the only rule on the shoutout, you can't shout out your current team, and you can't shout out your Twitch chat, because those are the easy ones. So who would you like to shout out right now on Sunday? What is it? Sunday? It's Monday now, I guess. Monday, March 30.
Right.
Give a few shout out.
Does that mean this is over? This is the end?
I don't know. Do you have other things you want to talk about?
Oh, no, I guess not. I was kind of letting you control it. I could.
Yeah, no, I just, you know, sometimes I place call and I don't expect someone to answer. I don't really have a plan until I get in there, you know?
I think you've tried to call me in the past.
Yeah, I have, and you shut it down, but I still, or no, that was Get a Whale, actually. That wasn't me.
Oh,
but,
right.
that was,
My
yeah.
bad.
My name's Cribbage.
You're really committed to this character.
I pass it on to, I don't understand what that means. I pass on to Get a Whale that he shouldn't steam call you again.
Are you wearing a costume right now?
What's that? Am I wearing a costume? No, I wear a wife beater. I got my fox cap on.
Oh, okay.
It's just the way I look. I don't know if you're trying to make a joke or not.
Alright, I should check it out.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It sounded like maybe some of your stream viewer, maybe we're sharing some stream viewer a little bit, which I think is always positive.
God damn it, not this
stream
again.
every single night. Benny, do you work? Do you have a job? What do you do for a living now, or you have no job right now? I'm just curious because you're on every single night.
I do not have a job now. I'm
Are you
streaming for a living, actually. Gaming, etc. Huh. But working on other projects, you know? Hoping to change that.
Some people say it's difficult to make a full living off, you know, just the gaming. It takes a lot of effort. It certainly seems like you put the effort in there.
That's what I'm trying to do. I feel like all it takes is the desire, you know? If you want it to happen, you can find a way. You can make a plan. And for me, it's just about, you know, I'm very lucky to be in the position that I am. Have the advantages that I have, you know, someone who turns on Twitch TV is like, oh, I'm gonna stream. They obviously won't be able to do the same thing that I've been lucky enough to be able to do, right? But, I mean, I did put in a lot of time into the game beforehand that is, I guess, paying off.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, big accomplishments, etc. Made a name for myself, and it is kind of paying off, but, yeah, I mean, there's also a lot of really generous people in this community, and it's been crazy that the way things have worked out for me, I guess. I am a pretty lucky person. I will never forget that.
Matt Jones. Matt Jones, one very generous young man. I understand about the previous accomplishments too, because I know I became very well known through playing Quake, a lot of Quake in the past days with Team Complex. Benny, how old are you?
I'm 21 years old.
You're 21. You're a little baby. You're a little baby. Listen, so Benny, how young? What would be the youngest of a girl that you would consider dating if you were going to date a girl? What would be the line you would draw of how it would be too young for a girl?
It's easy, 18.
And then, easy 18. Why is it easy?
Because, well, first of all, 18 is legal. Okay, don't want to break any laws here. And
Wow.
two, I personally feel like I'm a little bit behind people that are the same age as me. You know.
How do you mean by that? You're less experienced? Or?
Yeah, for sure. And also, like, I'm not like in college. You know, I'm not like doing all that career stuff. You know what I mean? I'm working on something else, a little bit different, and I think that it'd be hard to relate to a lot of people that are like at my age, if you know what I mean. And just a lot of the life experience that I've lacked, I think I might be more on par with an 18-year-old, like the average 18-year-old, you know what I mean?
Cool, so you feel a little closer to 18 than 21, you say?
I suppose.
Well, now, when I was 21, this is me personally, I had 2 girlfriends up to that point. Are you around that same range? 2 or so? 1, 2, 3?
No, just one.
Just the one, okay. I never had my first girlfriend until I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
So I understand your situation, you know. Let me ask you this: if you met a really kind girl, really nice personality, how old would you go? What's the oldest of a girl that you would consider to date? If she come to you and she said, you know, Benny, I love your performance at LAN, and I think you're a fun personality guy, and you're a good-looking guy, and I want to be with you. And she didn't care. She said, I don't care that you're not you're making your career of gaming. I love that. How old do you think would be the point where it would be too weird?
It's hard to say. I'd probably want to keep it in the 20s.
So 20 what? Like looking for a number?
I'll just throw out like 25 or something.
You never thought about it? You never have a fantasy of older girl ever?
No, like I said, I kind of in my mind have restricted myself towards younger people. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I guess I'll ask you one final question. Get a little bit of detail. Benny, and we're speaking on the phone, everyone, with Benny, one of the best players in the history of the game. How good are you at? Well, that's correct. I know you're a humble guy, but hard to deny that. You're one of the best players, right? Would you disagree with that?
One of the most successful, most accomplished.
Right. You wouldn't call it skill. You just say experience, and you put it up on luck. You're a humble guy, Grant Vincent.
All right.
The question I was gonna ask, this is the banger at the end, is how good are you at taking pills? Do you take pills well? Do you take pills easily? Are you good at taking them?
Yes.
Like, do you have to take them with food or grind them up or anything like that, or are you really good at
just
it?
Just take them straight, you know.
Just straight. Do you drink a bit of water, a bit of juice or something when you take a pill, or just nothing at all?
No, not necessarily.
Just dry. You're a dry pill taker.
I mean, I've got saliva.
That's impressive because some people, they do, even myself, when I take my pill, I use water. What, can I ask you, just as sort of a corollary to that question, what do you take? Do you take a multivitamin, or what type of pill?
Right now, I mean, I don't take anything. Like,
you don't take anything at all.
I maybe should take a multivitamin.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult for a normal diet to sort of make up all those vitamins, and a lot of people eat. Do you have a good diet, or what's
I'm on a low carb diet. All right, let me explain to you.
Sure.
I'm probably missing some vital nutrients. I would love to know what they are if anyone could tell me. But basically, what I'm eating now, it is, let's see, what did I eat today? This is a standard day. All right, some cottage cheese, tuna, avocado, eggs, bacon, cheese, spinach, some broccoli, Yeah, that's basically it.
It doesn't
A lot of
sound
water.
too bad. That does sound fairly balanced, but you know, it just doesn't. It doesn't hurt. Like a lot of things, like you know, zinc, magnesium, thing like that. Iron as well. You could be low on iron and not
Well, I
even
got
know
that
it.
spinach, you know.
Oh, that's the point. Yeah, spinach. I was gonna say beans would be a good way to get iron as well. But you know, it's still you know, for days. You know, maybe you're out, you travel, you take a plane ride to Dallas, April 17 or whatever. You may not get all the meal you want, and you know, maybe just for Lent you have a multivitamin. You know, you have a power
Yeah,
vitamin.
I
I
should
have
look
these ones
into
that
it.
say power on them. It
Oh,
says power right on the front,
it must
so you
be
know.
good then.
It's men's vitamin, so it doesn't work for women. Sometimes I lose my accent a little bit.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah, yeah. So will you consider taking a vitamin just for you know, the viewers? I mean, nobody wants you to get scurvy or anything like that.
Sure. I'd consider it. I need to look into it. I'm pretty cheap, so if I could find something cheap, then I'd be down.
Well, I hear one good one that I hear all the time is the Flintstone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Flintstone vitamin. They also have one now. You chew up like a gum, like a chewy like a fruit. I don't know how to say, like a fruit vitamin. You know what I mean? Like a gummy,
yes,
like a
I know
gummy
what you're
vitamin.
talking about.
Yeah, you could look into that maybe if you're on the run. You just throw it in your mouth and you just chew it up.
I appreciate the concern.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming in. Remember back in the day, my catchphrase back in the day?
Haha, meat shot?
No. It wasn't meat shot. It was wheat shot.
Wheat?
Yeah, wheat shot.
No, I don't remember that. I must have
Well,
forgot.
that's okay. I mean, it was a long time ago. There was something else we're gonna say. Oh, I just want to give a shout out maybe to your viewer as well. I have a sponsor, Nutella and Trojan brand condom. Somebody in the channel is saying to offer compensation for this interview. I can certainly offer one or the other of Nutella. I can give you a coupon for either Nutella or Trojan if you're interested.
I can't eat Nutella, so I guess I have to take the condoms.
How come you can't take Nutella? What's wrong? You don't like the taste of
It's
it?
high
Or?
carb, my son.
Ah, high carb. That's a good point. What the? So you can't have any kind of dessert or anything at all? Do you ever have a dessert?
Not really.
That's terrible.
It's not terrible. I mean, I can make exceptions here and there, but I just choose not to. Unless it's a very special occasion, or if I'm with someone special. You know?
So you're at a wedding, you have to say, sorry, I can't have a cake, I am on a low carb.
It depends. Maybe they'll have like a tray of like meats or something. I'd prefer that. Yeah.
Tray of meats. They don't, that's not a dessert though. You can't have, unless you're in Quebec,
Oh,
that's not a dessert.
That's sweet for me. I don't know.
Well.
I think, well, I've had, okay, you can have like roasted nuts and stuff, like that tastes good. You can make, you know, if you cook smart, like with a lot of, I don't know, the right ingredients, like you can make
Coconut
like
oil.
yeah, you can make a low carb like cheesecake, for example. You know, my mom made that for me for my birthday or my brother's birthday. He was on the same diet, you know.
Oh, that's exciting. I was gonna ask, do you ever drink, are you a coffee drinker or a tea drinker?
No, nope, just drink water.
Just drink water. So you don't put any sugar in your water? I was gonna ask if you put sugar in your tea.
No, absolutely not.
Ah, you don't drink any tea or coffee at all? How do you wake up in the morning without a coffee or tea?
I just drink water. I'm a morning
work
person, I
out?
guess. Yes, I do.
How many days a week do you do the workout?
Every other day. So.
Do you do what do you do at a P90X or what?
No, not that intense. I do 5x5.
What's five? What is that? 5x5. You do 5 day. What is that?
It's five sets of 5 reps, compound movements such as squats, bench press, deadlift, overhead press, barbell row. Those are the lifts I do. It's aiming for functional strength, you know.
So you're gonna try to, are you gonna try to arm wrestle TLR at some future LAN or something like that?
No, I have no interest in that. I have nothing to prove to anyone, you know what I mean? I just do it for myself.
So you're not an arm wrestler? What would you do if someone challenged you to arm wrestle? Would you say no, or would you try to do it?
I
You have to prove that you're a real man.
don't have to do that actually. I have no reason or no need to do that.
It's the same when we were, same as the cavemen, you know, the way they prove it is they go back and they go to the cave and they do an arm wrestle, and whoever wins the wrestle gets the woman, you know, that's the way they do it for 1.5 million years.
Yeah.
Or however long humans been around.
I guess I'd lose then. I don't know. Maybe I'd do it, but I mean, I took a few arm wrestles at the ESEA land. I was a bit drunk at the time, but
who did you arm
I
wrestle at land?
lost.
Stalox?
No, I did. Let me think. Kozen? I beat Kozen. That was the only one I beat. I think. No, maybe it was. Fuck, was it him? Fuck, I can't even remember.
I remember Inda said
I know I lost.
I feel like
to
Inda's
Ash.
arm was gonna explode. Inda's arm, like all the like bone are coming out of his arm. Inda's got a skinny arm.
Yeah, he's a skinny boy.
Maybe you could get him into a workout. You could go back to the glory days. Benny, Indas. Do you like Indas? No, you guys were a pretty good duo back in the day.
I like him. He's a good player, but he's not my ideal medic teammate. That's Shade.
You're a bigger fan of Dante now.
I mean, I've always been. Shade's my favorite teammate of all time.
Who's the better scout with long hair? Is it Decimate or Shrugger? I know you're a little biased, maybe. But
Shrugger.
yeah, maybe. What's the
I haven't
problem
really
with
seen
Decimate? He's too old for you or something? Are you biased against his age?
I mean, if I said Decimate, would you say what's the problem with Shrugger? Like, it's one or the other, right?
What's wrong with guys from the south? Do you have a bias against the southern states?
Decimate, I just feel doesn't have a lot of the X factor playmaking in him. You know, a lot more predictable. Shrugger's he's got some fire.
Who are you gonna face in the finals? Do you say land April 18th, 19th?
If we make it to finals, we'd probably face off against Street Hoops, in my opinion.
Okay, then an official prediction. You gonna put some money down on Saloon.tf?
No, I probably won't bet on it. But
that's probably illegal. You can't bet on your own game.
I mean, it's probably not illegal because no one's gonna police TF2 betting. But
oh, I'm down here, Grant. It's a serious thing. You look at the CS:GO community. You can't play in your own, not on your own match. That's a Pete Rose move.
Okay.
Salute.tf.
If you bet for yourself to win, why is that so illegal? I don't get it.
You can bet yourself to lose and you throw the game.
But if you bet for yourself to win, then how is that fixing? You know what I mean?
People do that in Dota 2. You haven't heard of Dota 2? People throw the game and win money from throwing the game.
Right, but I'm saying if you bet for yourself to win, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna avoid it altogether. You know what I mean?
That sounds good. Well, I don't know what else to say, so if you want to do shout out right now, remember the rule on the shout out, you can't do your team, you can't shout out your stream, but anyone else in the world, real or fake, you can do a shout out. It could be a character from a television.
Sure. I'd like to give a shout out to Tyrone, to my cat, and let's see, to Marketplace.tf for sponsoring me.
That's a cheap one too. Do you still live with you live with Tyrone, right? You live in your house? Yeah. How is Tyrone a good roommate or?
Yeah,
does he do the dishes?
No, there's a bit of a problem with the chores around here. Tyrone, I think, mostly has his girlfriend do the dishes.
Not pulling his weight at all. It sounds like. Is he not pulling his weight? Does he vacuum or anything like that?
Not a lot.
How do you deal with the problem on the chore? It sounds like you'd be like a pretty passive guy that you wouldn't necessarily say anything.
I mean, him and I, we each have our own rooms. You know, it's kind of separate. if his room's a mess, it's up to him. My room's a mess, it's up to me. I do
Yeah,
my
so
own
I mean,
chores.
but how about the common area? I mean, you have a kitchen, you have a bathroom, you have all the common areas. It's
Right,
important to have a plan for those as well, right?
Yeah, the common areas do kind of get messy, but I think eventually everyone kind of reaches a point where they can't stand it anymore, and then they'll clean it up. I try to clean up after myself, you know, but like I said, his girlfriend does a lot of his chores, and also his mom does his chores too.
So his mom and his girlfriend are two different people, though.
Of course.
Okay, I just want to be sure.
Actually, sometimes I do chores for him because like I'll go in his room. I mean, I'm the kind of person where like if there's a I like doing projects, you know. I like just if there's a problem, just solving it right then and there. So I go in his room and he's like, "Fuck, I need to clean my room." So I'm like, "All right, I got the trash bag. Let's fucking do this," you know. And I'll clean his room, basically. I don't know. It's happened a few times.
Well, that's interesting that he doesn't do his own work. How old is Tyrone? 23 something?
Oh, he's 29.
And he doesn't do his fucking chores. What a
He's
deadbeat.
used to a certain lifestyle. But he's a cool guy. I don't hold it against him. I honestly, I like that there's not a lot of pressure, you know, in this household. It's very relaxed. It's very, just, I don't know. It's not so intense or crazy. I don't know. I like it a lot, to be honest.
Are you ever gonna say anything to him about the chore? Or you're just gonna keep it? You're gonna
I,
bottle
I,
it up
I don't
and
have
then-
any
and
complaints. I don't have any
bottle it
complaints.
up
You
and
brought
then
this up.
explode one day. Well,
I
you
was
know,
just
that's
telling
kinda
you the
creative.
facts. I was telling you the way it works. I wasn't saying there was anything wrong with it, okay? You're trying to
Well,
create the drama, not
well,
me.
You heard it here first on the stream. Benny hate Tyrone. They have a drama right within the house, and it's a big thing.
We have a drama, that's right.
Well, listen, that's really exciting. Some people say they want Tyrone come back and play TF2. Maybe a
He's
rumor.
gonna,
a couple
he's gonna
seasons
be
that,
showing his face at the SoCal LAN.
the SoCal land. Okay.
That's
Is
right.
he? What are the odds he get back into competitive? He have a girlfriend, so I guess that means zero chance.
He's had a girlfriend in the past. He's always been popular with the ladies, but 0%, I'd say. He's a very
Is he
busy man.
getting it from his girlfriend?
Getting what?
You know.
No, why don't you be more specific?
So, I don't know where I was going with that. Well, listen, hopefully a lot of people want to see Tyrone on a competitive team. What are the odds you think that he come back and do competitive TF2 in ESEA?
Like I said, 0%. But
0%.
He'll play it at like, he might play at the LAN, you know, like events. He'll show up every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Would you take him to play with you at I-55? If you go to I-55 with a puck team, would you be interested in having Tyrone if you practice?
He wouldn't be my first choice, to be honest.
Ooh. Who would you pick on Soldier if you had a chance of who to bring on Soldier? All I want is 2 names, and then we can we'll end the little interview. And it can't be from Froyo because we already say it's not on Froyo.
Shit. Well, obviously Lansky, if possible.
Everybody loved Lansky and Blaze, and I still have a Lansky sticker on this Get a Whale phone that I robbed from his book bag. The ink faded a little bit. We all love them, but who would be after Lansky and Blaze? Of course, if they, if they had religious things preventing them. What Soldier would you bring?
It's tough. I guess the only other pocket's really Grape, or maybe TLR, Seagull, I don't know.
Seagull, you think Seagull will go? Is Seagull playing TF2 again, or he's still out?
No, not
saw
really,
him playing. Saw him playing League with Enigma the other day.
Yeah, he plays League and like CS casually. I think. I don't think he's like serious or anything. I could be wrong.
Listen, all I want is a 1 pocket, 1 roamer soldier.
Didn't I just answer you?
Oh, sorry. You say Grape and TLR? We said Seagull too. You said a lot of names. All I'm looking for is 2.
Yeah, maybe I'd go TLR Seagull if I could.
And you know, when you go to I-55, Benny, I just want to let you know that Cribbage, Johnson, I've been warming up again, and if you want a partner for Scout, I could come back and hit some wheat shots.
I've heard.
Yeah. Well, listen, let you get back to the stream, but Benny, thank you for coming in, speaking with us today, and everybody, make sure you go follow Benny on the Twitch. It's what is it? Twitch TV / Gavin C, right?
No, it's actually B4NNY, as you would expect, as it should be. You know what I mean?
Not Gavin C then.
No, that was a long time ago.
G.A. Vincent, right?
Well, that's actually my well, the name comes
School
from.
email.
No, I don't know. It comes from my name, yeah, Grant Anthony Vincent, G-A-V, and then I spell out the last 4 letters. It's awfully confusing for a lot of people because they're like, "Who's Gavin C?" It's like it's fucking Gavink, son, but it doesn't make sense.
What is Gavin? It's not Gavin C then.
Exactly, but it doesn't make much sense. So I'm actually embracing the name that I have now, even though it was once my brother's.
Is your brother named Grant as well?
No, his name is Brandon.
Oh, okay.
He had the nickname Danny, so.
Oh, really? So your brother was the first Benny?
He was the one and only. Well, not the only anymore, but yeah, the original.
What game did he like to play? Was he did he play Quake game, or what game he Call of Duty?
No, not Call of Duty. He liked he was playing like Dave Defeat, Red Orchestra, Battlefield, like realistic kind of shooters. I don't know. He liked realism stuff a lot.
That's cool. Some people say Brandon Lewis, but that's not the right name.
No,
you know,
Brandon
interesting
Vincent.
fact, Harblue, his real name, his middle name is Anthony as well. His first name is Grant, so maybe you could change your name. Go by Anthony.
That's not true.
Tony.
His first name
How
is
do you know it's not true?
Anthony, isn't it?
What's his middle? No, his middle name. His first name is Grant. Grant Bello.
You're fucking me right now.
I'm not fucking you. Buy me a drink at least first, you know what I'm saying? Well, listen, Benny, thanks for coming in to do the interview, and you be on the lookout. I'll be forming a new team. Hopefully, doing some nice.
I've heard rumors.
Yeah, hoping to get to the land possibly if I can get a.
I mean, you'll be there either way. It's like a 30-minute drive for you.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I am busy. I work a lot. I play a lot of Quake. Hopefully, who do you think they're gonna get to cast USCA land?
I honestly don't know. It seems they have a different caster every time. They'll probably ask Marxist. They'll probably ask Get a Whale.
No, I don't think that they're gonna get a Whale. I think you know, here on Get a Whale, he just read the kill feed. Do you hear that?
No, I haven't heard that criticism.
They're gonna get paid on day to cast the land.
Bullshit. That would not be
listen,
that good.
My team name is a toss-up now. Is either between Cribbage's Wheat Shots or Cribbage's Card Gamers. Which one do you think sound better? You ever play Cribbage, by the way?
No, I haven't played it. It sounds like something elder folk would play.
Okay, well, you know, I think we had enough of you now, Benny. Well, listen, best of luck on the LAN, and hopefully we all see you at the LAN. And everyone, do a follow on Twitch and like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, sir.
Yeah, it's been my pleasure. Thanks.
All right, take care.
You too. The interview has been concluded.